You wake up before the sun and eat leftover baboon for breakfast. Not baboon flavored something, actual baboon. The primate with hands like yours, with facial expressions. That was alive yesterday, before your husband shot it with a poison arrow. You eat it without hesitation because you're a Hadza woman in Tanzania, one of the last hunter-gatherers on Earth. And sentimentality is a luxury for people who aren't trying to survive. You look at your baby and do the math. Statistically, one of your children won't make it to age 5. But you can't think about that because you need to spend the next 7.5 hours digging in rock-hard dirt for roots that taste like nothing, while your life expectancy hovers around 33, experiencing youth and midlife crisis simultaneously. Welcome to life so ancient that agriculture looks like a fad, where freedom is real, but so is dying before your kids learn to hunt. You grab your digging stick, fire-hardened wood that's your only tool and the reason your hands look ancient. You head out with other women and babies strapped to backs. You're hunting for tubers, underground roots 3 to 4 feet deep in sun-baked soil. When researchers asked Hadza to rank favorite foods, tubers came dead last. They're fallback food. You eat them so you don't die. You spend 7.5 hours a day digging these flavorless roots. Longer than a full-time job. No breaks, no pay. Your boss is survival itself. You roast some in the field. Haul 3/4 back to camp to share. Survival communism. Meanwhile, men hunt with handmade bows and poison-tipped arrows. When successful, they bring back meat. When unsuccessful, they gather what they can. And you speak by clicking your tongue. Not metaphorically, literally clicking. Your language has sounds that don't exist anywhere else. 3 different types of clicks. Pop, click, cluck. Linguists can't figure out where it came from. It's unrelated to any other language on Earth. When you talk, you sound like you're playing percussion with your mouth. And every day, you make fire by hand. No matches, no lighters, just a stick, friction, and 5 minutes of effort if the wood isn't damp. 20 minutes if it is. Can't make fire? You don't eat cooked food. Simple as that. And here's something nobody mentions. You don't bathe. Not regularly, anyway. Water is for drinking, not washing. When you do bathe, maybe once every few months, maybe longer, it's in a muddy water hole shared with cattle, with cow manure floating in it. You rub handfuls of mud on your skin as soap and splash yourself cleanish. The Hadza men actually prefer women unwashed. The longer between baths, they say, the more attractive. Your husband wants you to smell like survival, sweat, and smoke, so you don't bathe. You live with your body's natural state, the dirt, the odor, the layer of smoke and dust that builds up on your skin like a second epidermis. And during your period, 60% of Hadza women stop working entirely. You can't hunt, can't forage, you just exist, bleeding, waiting. Here's the thing about being equal. You get equal amounts of suffering. No chiefs means no one to blame. No hierarchy means no one taking responsibility. Consensus decisions mean every argument is group therapy that lasts for hours, and that equality in marriage? You can choose your husband, you can divorce him, but you can't choose where you live. The camp moves constantly. Following food, following water, following survival. You can't choose your community. Born Hadza, die Hadza. No moving to the city, no finding yourself. And everyone knows everyone's business. You can't hide anything. That argument with your husband, 20 people heard it, your digestive issues, public knowledge. Privacy is for people with walls. So why does it suck? Because everyone you love is going to die. Soon. Including you. Your life expectancy is 33. Your speedrunning mortality. Youth, prime, midlife crisis, and decline all at once. 1 in 5 babies doesn't survive their first year. Count the infants in camp. Do the math. That's not a statistic, that's tomorrow. 46% of children don't make it to 15. Your kids have a coin flip chance of reaching hunting age. They die from things CVS could fix. Diarrhea, malaria, respiratory infections. The nearest clinic is 2 days away, and you have no money anyway. You give birth 6 times on average. In a hut, no epidural, no doctors. Some births go fine, some don't. When they don't, bush medicine, prayer, or death. A broken bone? That's now permanent. An infection, you treat it with plants and hope. You're physically fit by every metric. And you're still dying decades early because healthy and having antibiotics are completely different things. And then there's everything else trying to kill you. 90% of your ancestral land is gone, taken by pastoralists with cattle, farmers clearing forests, private hunting reserves. You're restricted to a reservation and territory your people occupied for tens of thousands of years. The cattle drink your water. Land clearing eliminates your food. Game animals flee. You're one of the last hunter-gatherers on Earth, which sounds noble until you realize it means you're functionally extinct. Tourists show up at 6 a.m. to watch you dig tubers, to watch you hunt, to watch you live. They pay money for authentic culture. You perform your life. You dig with Germans taking photos. You hunt with a TripAdvisor audience. When they leave, you buy alcohol. The alcohol destroys camps faster than any invading tribe. You're performing your culture for survival, while it kills you. Most depressing gig economy in history. Some hadza get educations and return to the forest because forest life is less stressful, which is insane when you're eating baboons and dying at 33. But he might have a point. You dig your tubers, share your food, raise your kids. Your daughters watch you dig and learn how to survive. Which roots are edible? Which plants cure fever? You're teaching them freedom and equality. You're also teaching them how to die young. Your entire history exists in stories. Your medical knowledge lives in memory. When you die, everything you know dies unless you've passed it on before malaria takes you at 30. It sucks to be a hadza woman. Not because the system oppresses you, not because men control everything. It sucks because you have all the freedom in the world and 33 years to use it. You're equal, autonomous, respected. And you're still going to die before you learn what it feels like to be old. You need antibiotics, clean water, and time. You have none of these. While you perfected living with nothing, others perfected taking everything and leaving you with dirt. But at least you'll never spend your final years confused in a nursing home, shitting yourself while a stranger making minimum wage changes your diaper with dead eyes. You die knowing every face in your camp. You die never having wondered if your community would show up for you. They die having spent 60 years in traffic. You're proof that humans don't need money or property or government to survive. That truth is too dangerous to allow. So they erase you. Slowly. Completely. And in 50 years, when the last hadza woman dies, the only evidence you existed will be a Wikipedia article and some tourist photos. Your 100,000 years of knowledge gone. Your language extinct. Your way of life reduced to a footnote about primitive peoples. You're not living in the past. You're dying in the present. And no one's coming to save you.